Hi everybody, this is Jeff Veale, the business guru, coming to you from, downtown Manila, a very wet downtown Manila. Had a lot of rain, guys, for the last 3 days, and they say it's going to last for another 2 days, and half the place is flooded. Where I live's on the 31st floor, so if it gets up to here, I'll be really worried. So at the moment, all's good. My team are not so good. They're on the ground floors, but I'm okay. And guys, if you want to come on Stars on Spotlight, you all reached out and said, come on, Jeff, can we do it again after I did it all last month? And we're doing it again, guys. Think about it. If you want a TV commercial, it's going to cost you $30,000. If you want, say, 10 radio spots in your city, it's going to cost you between $3,000 and $5,000. You can come on Stars on Spotlight totally free, and we'll put you right across the world on Reddit, Snapchat, Quora, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and more, and particularly YouTube with all your social media links, so that people all over the world will find you and reach out to you, and will make you more famous than what you already are. Just like my special guest today. He's only my neighbor almost. He's across in Bangkok. He's like me. He's living the laptop lifestyle. My special guest today is Martin Dubreuil. Martin went good. A business coach and consultant with a few businesses. We'll tell you a bit more about that shortly. His main company is Essence Mentor. It's a business consulting company, guys, and don't you people need it? Some of you people need consulting, and don't be frightened to reach out, have a cup of coffee. You don't know what you don't know. So he's been in the business for only a short time, just 3 decades. For those who don't know what a decade is, guys, that's 30 plus years, right? He's been drawing from his deep well of traditional business consulting expertise and the latest coaching methodologies. He offers a unique blend of practical solutions, and common sense is not common, guys, and personalized support. His approach is designed to help you navigate complex challenges, unlock your full potential, and achieve your business aspirations with confidence and, of course, with clarity. Right, key achievements. He finished his master's degree in MBA, certified business coach, business coaching certification, and certificate in business administration. I've done none of that, guys. I left school at 14, and all I know is how to make money. That's all I know how to do. So if you want to make some money, reach out to me. His personal motto: the only thing worse than starting something and failing is not doing anything, right? And how true that is, guys. You know, you don't know if you don't know. So have a go. So great welcome to my special guest this afternoon. Good evening, Martin.
Thank you. Good evening or afternoon. We're kind of in between now.
For me, I'm a bit later than you. Tell us a bit about your journey and what inspired you to pursue your current career path, please, Martin.
Right. Well, you mentioned it. You mentioned quite a bit, actually. I've been doing business and management leadership for over 3 decades now. In different industry, in different companies, in different countries. I've worked and lived in 10 different countries over time, in America, in Europe, and in Asia. This is where I am now. Mainly executive positions, leadership, big multinational companies like the Costco, for example, the equivalent in Europe and Asia, up to or down to the very small startups and mini companies in different parts of the world. So I've touched pretty much everything from founding my own company a couple of times. Actually, I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I've worked with multi-international company in leadership positions. So the question that leads where I am today, what I'm doing, and sorry if I have a sore throat today, things that I've realized over the last decade, actually, that most of my job was coaching people, especially the younger generation coming into the workplace. Yes, they have MBA or diploma or university degrees whatsoever, but when you get into the real life, and I know what I'm talking about because I've also have a master degrees in business, and the books are the books, but the reality is different, right? It's good to have both. It's both. I don't dispute the academic side of it. There's some benefit of it, but the real thing is when you put your feet on the ground and start working. This is where in many companies nowadays, and the companies I help with, they have all the papers and they know how to do certain things, but when it comes to work together as a company to bring result, they're a bit lost. So this is where I come in. I coach people, I reorganize teams, I train, and I realized over the last couple of years, actually, that's the part I love doing. So I decided to just do it on my own part-time, mind you, because I have other businesses to take care of. So I'm a business coach, entrepreneur business coach. I've started focusing on businesses, especially larger one, because that's my background. This is what I see a need. And over time, I've been helping small businesses as well, especially the solopreneur or small business owners. But now I'm converting slowly into aspiring entrepreneur. The thing is, I realized over at least the last 12 months, talking with a lot of people, that giving the economy, giving the situation in the world, giving the job market, the AI, everything you want, there's a lot of insecurity out there. There's a lot of uncertainty of what's going to happen next. And the older you grow, the less flexible you're going to be to change your job over time. So a lot of people now are starting to reach out to me, say, I wish I had a company. I wish I had a business, but I don't know how to do it. And this is where I've been starting small businesses and I've been working with big ones. So I have a good idea of what a business is, how it works, not only how to win, but how to fail. And I've failed a couple of times, actually many times. So I'm well positioned to say what to do, what not to do. And as a matter of fact, failure is part of the business. You have to accept.
Absolutely.
Tell me, guarantee.
What's been the most challenging aspect of your work and how have you overcome that?
Actually, it's sometimes to give up customers. You know, the thing in this type of work or this line of work is you get, actually in my position, I get to choose who I work with. And I'm very, very selective. I don't take many clients.
Likewise, yeah.
Right. And I get in front of clients sometimes or potential clients. And after talking to them after a session, even sometime after booking 2-3 sessions, I realize that they're not going to go nowhere. Right. And
they won't listen. They want to pull the blind dog around, right? They don't want to listen and learn.
This actually, I like to categorize entrepreneur in 3 boxes. The first one is people that have been dreaming about businesses for 10 years, and in 10 years now they're still going to talk about it. They will not do it. The second type, the second box is our naive people, especially the younger generation. They want to get rich fast, and they see this on social media. Buy my course, online courses, pay me 5,000, and you get 6 figures next year. No, it's bullshit. Right. But they're so eager to get rich fast. And this is they see this on Instagram and TikTok that they're going to pay everything they see. They're going to fall in every fucking trap out there. They lose their money and then they get demotivated. The third one are the people I work with. They have been thinking of doing a business and they will do it. And they're not naive. They ask the right question. They do their homework. So when we start working together, actually, between session, this is where it happens. Coaching session is actually just a part of the work. And they do the work and they accomplish things from session to session. But at some point, if they do nothing, I just give up. There's no point of wasting your money or your time, or my time, actually.
Tell me an important moment in your career where you sort of changed direction. What was the defining moment for you?
I think it's been boiling over the last 3 to 4 years. So basically, even before COVID in 2018-19, so what I've been doing mainly is working on a contract basis. I think my mindset change is that kind of a little bit of, like you mentioned before, the freedom type of thing is I don't want to get attached to any companies. I want to have the ability to choose who I work for and when I work for them. So I get to choose the contracts that really inspire me. And I've been doing it for the last couple of years. And I realize that once I'm doing it, I'm limited on the number of people I can serve or help. And you get a big corporation, you're always limited to what you can do, what you cannot do, even though you're experienced enough to say, wow, that's completely wrong, but you cannot say anything, you cannot do anything. So I've decided to switch and instead of doing myself, I'm going to help and inspire people to do. And the thing with my background and the coaching and where I make a difference is, yes, I'm a certified coach. But unlike many coaches that do a lot of thinking, mindset talking and inspiration, yeah, that's fine. That's part of the business. But when it comes to executing something, they have no clue how to do it. Meanwhile, you work with consultant in business, which charge a fortune to give you 2,000 slides, very complex that people don't understand. Right?
Isn't that the truth?
Right, it is. And I've worked with many of them. I'm not going to name them, but the big one, the one that costs millions, they make on purpose the business so complex to justify their fees that they leave a company clueless with a ton of PowerPoint that nobody understands that. Especially
a lot of people, they'll give you the spices, then they'll try and sell you the recipe. So they give like these speakers, when you go to these seminars, guys, you pay your $3,000, learn how to get rich in 6 weeks, and you go along there and they give you a few tidbits. And then if you buy my course, I'll tell you the rest. I get it all, seen it all.
So my methodology is actually to blend, and you mentioned that at the beginning. I blend both. So I'm a certified coach. I know how to talk to people, how to change mindset, how to drive, inspire, and motivate. All that shit, not that shit, all that part of doing it, which is important. I do. But I also provide practical advice and practical ways of doing this, how to implement things fast. Don't wait until you get 2,000 slides of PowerPoint and get approved. No, you do it now. The business doesn't know it's happening now.
Tell me, how do you stay motivated and continue to innovate in your field, Martin?
Well, it's easy, actually, because I get to choose who I work with and what I do. My definition of success, and I say that to many people, actually, is very personal. A lot of people define success, and you mentioned it, 6 figures. You have no idea how many people approach me every week to say, I'm going to teach you how to make 6 figures. Who said I want to make 6 figures? That's not my definition of success. Yes, I can do, no problem. I can do myself. It's not the point. People define success as how big your house is, or where do you live, or how big is the car, or how much figures you have in your bank account. I can care less about this. My definition of success is if I wake up every morning and I'm excited to start my day and I'm motivated, that's my success. It doesn't matter how much money I have in my bank account, what car I drive. This is second plan. I don't care so much, right?
That's right.
Because of that, I stay motivated, I stay innovative, I keep changing, and I'm a very open mind guy. I'm not young anymore, but I can blend both the new trends and the old ways of doing things, which is also an advantage, right?
That's right. Old is gold, my friend. Old is gold.
I think it is, and I tell you what, and I'm working with a lot of people now that are scared about AI, right? AI, everything's going to change.
Yeah.
I work with AI every single day and more and more and more. This is a beautiful tool. If you know how to use it, it's
a fantastic tool. It's a tool, but it's only a tool.
It is actually a stupid tool if you think about it. Yeah. So you need a brain behind it to be able to.
Correct. It's like garbage in, garbage out, right?
Exactly. But unfortunately, I meet 2 types of people. I meet people that are afraid of it. They will never touch it. Like social media 20 years ago. And then you have the opposite. I have people coming with me say, I've made this awesome business plan. We're gonna make $1 trillion. I said, what? And then he did everything on ChatGPT. I mean, and you look at this, woo, that's really
yeah, you have to laugh. Yeah,
they trust too much, and I've made a lot of tests with ChatGPT, and you need to be conscious about this. Is a very powerful tool, but it's not a superhuman. It's not perfect, right?
No, it's not the be all end all. Tell us about a recent project or an achievement that you're particularly proud of.
I achieve every day. I think would be my move to Thailand, because that's something that I've had in my mind for quite a bit.
Yep.
And after COVID, I said I'm just gonna do it. I had no plans basically. I just the type of guy that just figure it out as I go. And I've started a couple of businesses here, find partners, and build my business. And starting the coaching. It's actually an accomplishment to be able to kind of take a dream and make it into reality.
Yeah, make it happen. Make it happen. Yeah,
exactly. But I do that quite often, actually.
Now, that's awesome. Tell me, what advice would you give someone inspiring to follow in your footsteps? What advice would you give someone?
Fear not. The problem, there's so many people that are dreamers, but they're not doers. And they're not doers because, wait, what if I fail? And I say, what if you don't? Right? So, there's the biggest limitation in the world is here. It's your mindset. It's your fear of failure. It's your fear of what people will say. What if I don't like it? So what? You better regret something you do than regretting something you haven't tried, right? So that's the best advice I take to people is if you want to achieve something, if you dream something, just be intentional and make it. It doesn't matter the result. You may achieve it, maybe not. Who cares? But at least it's
fair enough. Any young people watching this, like my suggestion to you guys is, one, get a mentor like Martin. Reach out to people like myself or Martin or others, and ask for advice. Costs you nothing. If it costs you a virtual cup of coffee, you can send me a bottle of scotch if you want to, which is very nice. Thank you very much. However, I'll give you advice that will change your life, as will Martin. And the other thing, guys, is readers are leaders. I left school at 14, and I tell people I'm uneducated, but I'm not unintelligent, right? And I got my knowledge from books, guys, and practical and doing stuff, reading books, learning from leaders in these good books, motivational type books. There's Think and Grow Rich, guys. I say, don't think and grow rich, act and grow rich, like Martin would tell you, right? Yeah. You can think all you like, but you got to take some action. Exactly. Anyway, tell me, looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future, Martin? Apart from coming over to meet me and having a beer, what other goals have you got?
Probably no, actually. Actually, I don't have big goals. Because I have several businesses here, I'm quite happy with running small businesses, and I call myself semi-retire, if you want. Yeah. Although I work,
what I call it, Mr. Big Enough.
Yeah, kind of. Again, I don't define myself, but the size of business, or how many business I have, or how much that if I live comfortable, I'm okay with that. And I'm just want to define what it is, right? My next ambition is actually not too big. I want to start converting a little bit more into the coaching, less into the operating the businesses here. But again, I'm not in a rush to do it, because I would rather be very selective, and on purpose, I don't take many clients per month. For two reasons. One, I still want to sleep at night, because I'm working right now over 80 hours per week with different businesses.
Yep, I get that.
And the second thing is I want to be able to provide quality. I know coaches.
Results. Yeah, you're like me. You got a big ego. You like to get a result for people.
I like to get results. I like to do the research before and after for them. I like to have a good, meaningful conversation rested. I know coaches out there do 50 clients per week. I mean, you just one after the other. You just end the call and start a new call without concentrating on the individual. We charge a bit of money for it, right? So I may take a few more clients per month over time. But that's my ambition, is actually to make more people successful.
Fair enough, and that's called integrity, my friend. Integrity.
Right.
Tell me, how can people find out about you, Martin, and your wonderful services? What's the best way to find out about you and your services?
The website would be the best one, because I have information there and my contact information. I have also my social media. I'm quite easy to find, actually. If people Martin know my name. Yeah.
You are indeed. Before we wrap it up, Martin, tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people don't know.
That's a good one. Actually, my background, my study is in music. I'm a musician by formation. Before I get all the stuff, right? So that's I give you two facts. The first fact is, when I said that to people, they don't believe it. So, you're a businessman for 30 years, you've studied music. Yeah, I still love it. I still wonder why I came up with music. And the second thing that people cannot believe is I'm a big introvert, and because of my job, because of the business I do, I talk a lot. I talk all the time to people. I'm socializing a lot. But deep down, I'm a very, very big introvert. There's just people cannot believe it, cannot figure this out.
But I get that, because I quite frankly, the older I get, there's the whole story. The more I meet people, the more I like my dogs. because I enjoy my own company. I never used to, but the last 10 or 15 years, I really, really, really enjoyed my own company. And I only got to argue with myself, that's all. And I'm passionate about what I do. You've been an awesome guest, Martin. And this will be up on YouTube in the next 48 hours, guys. And you'll find all of Martin's social links there. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, guys, because we've got people from all over the world, and they can all teach you a valuable lesson if you take the trouble. Grab a cup of coffee, watch some of the videos, go and check them out on LinkedIn. But more importantly, reach out and talk to them. Have a chat. What's it going to cost you to have a cup of coffee? Nothing, right?
By the way, anyone that listens to your show, reach out to me for a chat. It's free. I always give a free session to discuss their objective, ambitions, if I can help.
That's awesome.
Some free advice, free tips.
Yeah, that's it. And so there it is, guys. There's the offer. Make sure you take advantage of it. Thanks very much, Martin.
All right. Much appreciated, Jeff. Thanks a lot for the invite.